Good morning, everyone. I'm Brenda McDonald, Uintah County Recorder. Thank you, Travis, and everyone for having me come this morning and speak. He asked me to speak about recordings for your oil and gas documents. But as I left the table this morning, Mike over there reminded me that I am the only thing standing between a bunch of men in this room and their lunch. So it won't be a long discussion. So I'm here to talk about recording documents seamlessly. We seem to have a lot of rejections, and the rejections slow down oil companies, they slow down our offices, and so I'm just here with some suggestions of what we can do to make this an easier process sometimes. I did a search on my e-recording since January, and I picked out the 5 top rejection reasons, and I thought I'd just point those out. You can pass them on to your industries. Whatever we can do to record and get your documents on record, that's what we want to do. That's what we're here for. So the number one reason for rejections is a notary. The notary stamp, sometimes it's missing, other times it's smudged, or it's so light that we can't read it by the time it gets to us through e-recording. If you notice that your notary stamps are blurry, have them clean their stamp and restamp. If they can't do that, they can write their information in, their expiration date, their notary number, all that information, as long as it's on that document. Sometimes when you upload with e-recording, they lighten up. So if you have a light notary stamp, it will be lighter by the time it gets to us. So just be aware of that. The second one is really surprising to me. It was incorrect county. We get a lot of documents coming through e-recording for Uintah, Wyoming. Spelled a bit different, but we're both Uintah. So double check your documents. We even get them for Utah County. And not so much oil and gas, but we do get Uintah, Wyoming for oil and gas. When you do record with us, we do follow the state code that says 7 lines per vertical inch. And the reason for that is because it is in state code, and we do follow it, and we enforce it, because we have to reproduce your documents. There's times that we have to certify those documents, and we need them legible for the next person. So just remember that Utah, we do push to use letter-sized document, not legal size. If you have a legal size and you shrink that, then you end up with the state code of more than 7 lines per vertical inch. So that was our number 3 rejection. The number 4 rejection for recording is a complete legal description. Through the years, it's been easier for a lot of documents to just say all of what we have in that section. But that doesn't spell it out for us to know where on the ground that will be. A couple years ago, Senator Winterton was good enough to pass legislation for us to help get that cleared up, what a legal description is in code. And he has done that for us, and we've been sticking to that. So if you say all of what we own in a certain section, that doesn't tell us what you own in that section. So we will ask for more information, whether it's quarter, whether it's meets and bound description. You need to put that in there. The other thing that's usually missing is the meridian. Uintah County has 2 meridians. So does Duchesne. We have Uintah Special Meridian and Salt Lake Meridian. Those need to be on your documents. That's part of the description. We just ask that you be sure that your documents have those. We've noticed through the years they've dropped off of documents, so we do reject for that. We are happy to help you count your documents when you have a lot of legal descriptions. As of today, my largest document is 4,886 pages. That one document took us quite a while to process because we go through every legal description on that document. We do have what is called a document counter. If you have a large document and you don't know how many legal descriptions are going to be on that document, ahead of time, if you could get us those legals, we will plug it into our document counter. It counts them. It's easier for us to find the duplicates because we try not to count duplicate descriptions. Once that's in our document counter, it supplies us with a number. Once your document is recorded, we can plug that number in and it puts all those descriptions, and it cuts back on how many weeks or whatever it takes for us to process a document. So it does speed up, and we are happy to do that. So anytime that you have a document and it's large and you're not sure about the descriptions, email it to us. We're happy to do it. The only thing we ask is sometimes once we've done that, someone will change the descriptions. Please don't do that because we do compare to make sure that we have the right document. And then we have to start all over again and put it all in if they've changed that. But we're happy to help you do that, and it makes life easier sometimes for you guys. It does for us because we're not having to go through the document that many more times because we do put them in the document counter. Then we can just transfer that directly over into the index, and then we only have to proof it one more time. So it does cut back one process for us, and that's a lot. And just a note, I've had a lot of oil companies reach out through the past asking if we have shape files of our maps, and we do now have that offered since July. So those are online, the subscription's online. If you are interested in a shape file for Uintah County, we post a new one each month, and you can go on to that subscription and pull one off at the first working day of each month. So it's a year-long subscription. You have to renew it at the end of the year, but it is there. If you're interested, reach out to us. Look online. It gives the information there. Is there any questions? Okay, you guys have a good lunch.